Strategy is not the art of winning every battle. It is the art of deciding which battles should exist at all. Most people confuse strategy with planning. A plan describes what you hope will happen. Strategy begins when resources are limited, circumstances change, and another person has a will of their own. The historian Lawrence Friedman describes strategy as getting more from a situation than the starting balance of power. Strategy is therefore not simply strength, it is the creation of advantage. The Sun Tzu, known in English as the art of war, begins before armies ever clash. It asks whether victory can be shaped in advance through information, terrain, alliances, timing, and the disruption of an opponent's plans. Its highest ideal is not glorious combat, it is achieving the objective without paying the full cost of battle. This is why the text advises against acting without a genuine advantage. Strategy is not constant aggression, it is the ability to shape the conditions under which action takes place. When Hannibal entered Italy, the Roman commander Fabius Maximus refused to give him the decisive confrontation he wanted. Fabius recognized that Hannibal was strongest in direct battle, so he relied on Rome's deeper supplies and manpower, delayed, watched and forced Hannibal to remain in a war he could not quickly finish. Rome called him the delayer. But refusing to fight on Hannibal's terms was not cowardice. It was itself a strategic action. Ancient accounts describe Fabius deliberately avoiding a fight to the finish, while exploiting the advantages available to Rome. Musashi understood strategy through the language of rhythm. In the Book of Five Rings, he writes that timing exists not only in combat, but throughout the warrior's life, and even in the rise and fall of the merchant. To understand strategy is to recognize when to advance, when to wait, and when the rhythm of a situation has changed. The correct action performed at the wrong moment may still become the wrong action. Clausewitz adds one final warning: means must remain connected to purpose. He argued that war should remain an instrument of policy. A battle can therefore be tactically brilliant and strategically foolish if it destroys the reason it was fought for in the first place. And this is where strategy extends beyond war. People enter arguments without knowing what outcome they actually want. They pursue careers without asking what kind of life those careers are supposed to build. They mistake movement for progress, aggression for initiative, and constant reaction for control. The strategic mind asks, what is the real objective? What conditions shape the situation? What reaction is the other person trying to provoke? And what would happen if I refused to play their game? Strategy is not manipulation, and life is not a battlefield in which everyone must become an enemy. It is the discipline of connecting ends, means, timing, and consequence. A reactive mind sees only the obstacle standing before it. The strategic mind sees the whole field, and sometimes its greatest victory is the conflict it never allows to begin.